Hello everyone. Today I prepared some of the invasion series as well. Now the situation is like really common situation. Just black has played a very large knight move and white approach. And this is one of the common joseki. You can just ignore about the order. What I want to focus is not about the whole beginning. White just defends here, and after that black just prefer to jump here. Because this can be too concentrated, usually when black is handling the influence and black has to make it bigger. So now this is quite common. But even black defends here, then you will see that white invade here one more time. I can't say this is tricky, but it's quite annoying to answer. So maybe you may have experience to get this invasion from your opponent. How do we have to respond? And this is that I'm gonna teach you today. There are a few answers. I can say like attach, one space jump, kusumi, stretch, and stretch here. Many things possible. I can tell you the words to move first. This stretch is that we shouldn't play. Even if white just jump out to the center, now this fighting control is almost even, and white can break black's territory. Even white can restrict black's area and making the good fighting. And even white can decide to play this attachment as well. If black just accept, then white can break a lot of a point. And if black just stop here, then white can cut Atari. Even though black can save this group, now center is very thick. So this is also not good enough for black. So I can say we must not play here. Okay, and maybe just now you may want to protect for this Aji, but of course we can't play like this. White can just jump out. You may have an idea, black just try to play Kusumi. This area is okay. If white just attach here, you can just hane here. So now this is working. But main point is white is not gonna play that area. White can just attach when black hane, and white can play double hane. At the first, if black try to beat this way and this is not working, white can just capture this one stone. So it's perfect switching. So black has to think about just capture this one stone. But now I can just sacrifice. White can cut one time. There are two methods. If you want to just beat this one stone, you can Atari. Then when you just follow out to the center, these three stones are getting weaker. And eventually this is getting smaller, and even control is better for white. And if you don't want to have it this way, even jump is also available. Jump is good enough to go out to the center. White didn't lose anything at the lower side, but now this fighting condition is better for white. So this is not okay for black. Then what about black just play connect? This is a good move, and if white just make tiger's mouth, then black can try to make white to save with a small shape. But this time, sadly, white is not gonna play like that. White can make it bigger. When black plays here, white can keep trying to save with a big shape. Now saving position is much better. What about just black play the cut? Then we can enjoy to have a call. Because after we make the call, even if I just go to the big place, black is supposed to connect. White didn't lose anything. Even there is Aji. So normally, most of the time, this is became enjoying call to white. So I can say 19 is not good, because white can try to switch to the right hand side. So now this is also not okay. So I can say basically you have to try to beat this one stone, but make sure if you just try to jump, however white has this Aji, so even I can just try to make the same as just now. And anytime I have an insurance to connect with one stone, but I can't beat this white. So now I can say your basic answer is here. Yeah. And then, but it depends on situation. If white just want to save it right now, then white can think about just stretch here. If like just block here, now we have to save these two stones. Push, Atari, connect, And then black can save this one stone, and because now white has to go back. And this connect is sente. White need to answer. Otherwise, if white just ignore this wedge is working, black can capture. And if white just save here, now this wedge is working. White is in big trouble. So I can say white must answer here, but white break the lock. But white even have a better move instead of 22. Just Hane is better. Because now if black just plays, same as just now, now we didn't give this exchange. So which means when white just connect, even though black plays here, white can go to the big place. Yeah. So now you can see that still is quite annoying. And if black just connect here, white can try to save at the lower side. White can keep making larger and try to save with the two eyes. Then what does black have to do? To be honest, in the local area, if black just answer here, quite annoying. But when we are taking the influence, still I can say black can try to just accept like this and use the potential and sente. Still it's possible because now I didn't tidy the upper side. But this time, my main topic is only lower side. So I can say most of the time your local best answer is having this exchange first. This is really big. If white just ignore, you can push. Up to you actually, both are available. If you want to take this one stone, then you can cut here. This is very big, super big actually. Even though you break some now here, white lost the big point. And even you can just cut this way. If white capture, you can take this one stone. If white try to save something like that, black did many things by sente, and then we can return here. Now this can be a good attacking. You can protect here, and even you have an insurance. So now this is became okay. Those are available. If white wants to bother black's eye shape, then it can be better. But even now, black just do everything what he need, and then we can just return here. White break here a little bit, but losing point is much more because black did by sente. So I can say most of the time white can't think about ignoring. White must answer. And then you can come back and attach here. This is the best answer for black. Different thing is if white wants to save this one stone right now, something like this, same as just now. But in this situation, even you are connecting, it's much better than just now because this exchange can be good for black. In the future, black can have such kind of end game, yeah. But in the local area, if you are not just thinking about influence and locally, I can say instead of connect and blocking is working. If white capture, push and cut is not gonna work. And even though white just tried to make more liberty, now black can connect here. Even now push and cut doesn't work. Now black's capturing race is faster than white. So what white has to do is white can think about to handle about this ko 2 times and try to win this ko. Yeah, something like this. Because now cutting can be sente and then white can beat this. But even this result is not good for black, not good for white, because now black's potential is very big, and main point is usually in the beginning there is no cost threat. Black may ignore as well. So I can say locally, if you get this move, you can exchange first. This is little bit bad exchange because in the future we may have this end game, but now we have no time to do that because white is gonna just ignore. Then even though we beat the corner, black is not thick enough. So I can say this exchange, this trading should be better for white. So right now what we have to do is make sente one time and delete this RG, and then you can beat this one stone. Then now we can say that this exchange is a little bit bad for black. Yeah, black doesn't have to do that because black may have a Kosumi. And white also, this is a quite little bit bad exchange, this one. Yeah. If white doesn't exchange this, white may just reduce from the center. But now white exchange the invasion, then it's gonna be a little bit heavy if white doesn't save this one step right now. Yeah, and then white plays here and make sure even though white fix the order, you can just block here. Then now white can't take care of this group easily right now. So what I'm teaching you is for only about this local area. If the outside of the situation might be changed, if the outside of situation is a little bit different, then of course sometimes you can just skip this one and you may possible to exchange. It depends on situation. Even connect was used. I can show you about the situation right now. So just tidy one more time. You have to exchange and attach. Yeah, this is the basic answer. Then what about another situation? Sometimes we may have such kind of a situation as well. You know, this is also one of the famous beginning. And the black's influence size is much smaller. And even now, white might invade here. White is hoping black to exchange and then attach here. Because also white can get little bad exchange. And in the future, there is some more AGI. But usually, black doesn't play in this case. And black can just attach and here. And when white wants to connect together, now black just wedge here. Because if white capture something like this, then this is horribly bad exchange for white. And if white cut here, then capture. Now this core is very light for black because black has a many cost threat. And try to block here, and this core is very light for black, but even black get many influence. So this is a not good result for white. So usually white just stretch here. And then when black try to play here, white can accept. When black wants to separate it, then white still has an AGI to make such kind of thing. Of course, white can think about to fix the order. Instead of attach, white can push first. Is also possible. Yeah, because now here size is not big enough. So in this situation, black may just can play, attach, and connect without exchanging. Yeah. So a little bit, maybe you might feel a little bit complicated. So you can just tidy this logic. Just most of the time, if you just exchange here and attach, it cannot be bad. It's good enough. Even in this situation, I just recommend you to play here, but you may feel a little bit complicated. Yeah, little bit. Because when I teach you, you better to exchange it first and then you can attach here. Sometimes you can see the professional player, they do not exchange and just play. There is a reason. Yeah, it depends on situation. So, and that reason is a very little thing. So I can say basic answer most of the time is exchange one time and you can attach. Then now you can cover from this invasion. Yeah. Okay, today also I just prepared some invasion topic. If you feel a little bit confused how difference between just compared to just now and this time, then you can just watch one more time. Okay, thank you very much everybody for watching my video. Then please like and subscribe for my channel and even press the bell as well. Thank you everybody. See you guys next time. Bye bye.